Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Mystic Games. So what do you know? I make a tier list on biomes for Against the Storm, and they're releasing a new biome for the DLC. So let's read a little bit about it, because I like to do these kind of videos just because I enjoy reading the kind of like the notes for it. So let's see. So it's been a month. We've released our expansion. Hope you're enjoying the coastal grove and building homes for our frogs. We're grateful for all those who trusted us and decided to give it a try. This past month, we've had time to reflect. We studied feedback and analyzed reports. We've realized 5 patches to iron out the issues that have slipped through the cracks. We have also formulated a plan for larger changes to address more common feedback. Here are the highlights of changes coming in the future. So cool, they're listening to feedback. You know, they just released a DLC. We're listening to people's comments and concerns. That's good. That's what we want from a game company. Many of you have expressed concerns about the price of the DLC, that it doesn't match the content we provided. And they agree. That's actually interesting. I'd have to go look at the pricing. I wasn't too upset with the pricing, but I do enjoy the game. So it was, what did we get? We got frogs in a new biome, and we got fishing, but fishing kind of, could have been used as a normal update technically. Anyways, we agree, although it was paired with extensive fishing updates, the DLC itself wasn't meaty enough. Yeah, I suppose you could argue that. That's why we're adding a new biome to the DLC, particularly, that's called the Ashen Thicket. I'm assuming this is a picture. Oh, yep, Ashen Thicket, work in progress. Cool, so it's kind of like timber trees, pine trees, and then we have white kind of cones as well. That's interesting. They don't look like a normal tree that I've ever seen. Once a thriving forest of giant spruce trees, the land has been ravaged of relentless industrial exploitation and the devastating blight storms. Now reduced to a barren wasteland, the forest is littered with broken trunks. Oh, these are broken trunks. Okay, that makes sense. Remnants of their former glory. This region is infamous for abundance of thunderblight shards. That's different. Magically charged amber crystals, essential in the crafting of cornerstones. Cool. So we're gonna have a way of collecting shards to actually make cornerstones. I wonder if they're custom cornerstones. That would be a really interesting mechanic for them to add. Let's see if they elaborate a little more on that. The Ashen Thicket's unique biomechanic is cornerstone forging, a brand new building where you can craft your own cornerstones, up to 3 per game, in exchange for thunder blight shards collected from dangerous and forbidden glade events. So this is really interesting to me. I wonder, it would be really neat if that you could actually create like Frankenstein cornerstones, where you kind of piece things together and create your own. Like actually create your own cornerstone, not take a cornerstone that's already in the game. Essentially like a slightly more powerful cornerstone potentially, and make your own. That'd be really interesting, especially if you can choose like different options, like you get 4 different options. There's so many interesting concepts you could do with this. I would actually like that you actually get like essentially like a legendary cornerstone. I would actually rather, instead of getting 3 per game, they give you like a legendary and you build on it into pieces, and there's different like pieces that you can slot in. That would probably be a lot of work, but that would be actually really cool if they did that. Okay, Cornerstone Forge is subject to change. Well, hopefully, Aramite Games, I'm a big fan. I hope you guys watch my video. I'm a smaller streamer, but if you hear what I have to say, something like that would be really cool. I'm not exactly sure how to go about it, as I'm not a developer, but that would be really awesome. To create a cornerstone, you must choose a condition and reward effect. Okay. Condition. Okay. Based on how many times the condition is triggered, both conditions and effects have a random star rating. You can choose an optional penny to increase the rating of either the condition or the effect indicated by a line. So it sounds like there is some sort of give and take that they're going to be trying to do, which is really interesting. Finally, you need to choose an icon and name your new cornerstone. So it is like building your own cornerstone. I would be really intrigued to see the different options we get, you can already play it on the experimental branch. Interesting. I almost want to kind of play the experimental branch just to give this a go to see what it looks like. The experimental version of the biome doesn't include the new meat. That's fine. If it doesn't scare you off, you can switch to... I'm almost considering doing this just because I would like to play around with creating the cornerstone and actually get feedback. Super cool idea, though. I really like the idea. I'd like to make my own, like, farming. I'm a big farming fan in this game. It'd be kind of cool to get, like, farming meat or something crazy like that. Just something different that you can't normally get. Other changes. Aside from adding the new biome, we're also making a few other changes. Frog level, we're lowering the level to 9. That's fine. We want to make them a learning curve. Due to their quirks and special attributes, they are more likely to be a beginner's trap. The new unlock level should significantly reduce the time it takes to unlock them. I honestly don't think, just from like their base stat line, frogs are pretty, I think they're pretty strong. Like, I don't think they require a lot of skill. I would actually argue, and I made a tier list recently that should be coming out probably around the same time I release this video. I'll probably put this one out first. Frogs are, I would consider, probably one of the easier races, just from like the overall standpoint on what they need to make them happy. I think harpies and foxes are actually probably more of a learning issue than frogs would be, personally, in my opinion. We're also reworking the Feeling Lucky achievement. We're aware that many of you found it to be frustrating. While we don't have a concrete idea, unlocking it should no longer require divine intervention and PhD in mathematics. And then they're saying you can follow us here and we'll give you more updates. Alright, super cool. So I'm super excited about this create your own cornerstone. I'm really intrigued by this mechanic. I think that could be really cool and really fun. The Ashen Thicket has a nice, unique thing with that too, because everyone each of the biomes kind of has the unique thing. It would be really cool to see what kind of like other options you get, like how much fertile soil there's going to be. As I said, big fan. If there's high, average, or low, and then other things. It would actually be cool if we got like a very high fertile soil area, but they had lower nodes on other things. So like every time you go there, you're really gonna want to focus on farming fields. That'd be a really interesting thing, and then have something around that where you get detriments to like the farming and stuff or something like that. Like I could see some interesting things there. Anyways, super cool. Big fan of the game. Thank you, Aramite. Appreciate you guys doing updates and trying to take feedback. That's awesome. Super appreciative to see that in gaming companies. As an older guy, I always appreciate when gaming companies put their time and effort into making the best game they can make for the player and for themselves, because a lot of the developers do like to play their own games at least a little bit. Alright, anyways guys, it's been Mystic Games. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a great day. Later.